Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Heroes of the Storm. I've been saying for a while that I wanted to show you guys a new Alarak build that I worked on. It's not worked on, like I didn't really do much for it. But it's focused around his E ability, which does damage to enemies in a line. It's a much higher sustain build, much easier to manage build, I want to say, and I think the trade-offs are not too bad for the talents you lose out on, as opposed to his most prominent build, which is his Q and his W. So yeah, I'll talk about that as I pick up the talents in the match. Hope you guys enjoy. Let's go in. Alright, so we are on the battlefield of eternity. Looks like we've got kind of a throw pit match going on here. We have Murky, Tychus, Butcher, Vala, and Alarak on the friendly team. On the enemy team, Alarak, Thrall, Medivh, Gazlo, and Falstad. Let's see what Alarak is picking up. Without effort at level 1. We're going to be picking up Powered Conduit at level 1. This is by no means a popular build. Power Conduit reduces the cost of our Lightning Surge ability by 10, so now it is down to 20 mana. It'll just let us throw it out more often. That ability, for those of you who don't know, we have a Falstad up here. We have a Falstad up here somewhere. Oh, there he is. Murky died. The ability, for those who don't know, is it does a lightning damage in a line. Oh no. Oh, I almost got him. And hits everything in the path. So there you saw I did damage to this middle dude when he was not the target of my spell. Did I get that right? Did I do it? It also heals us for 70% of the damage we do. Ooh, that was a bad time to go through that portal, baby. We're gonna go ahead and get out of there. We're gonna heal a little bit. Our W is force push, telekinesis. It just does vector targeted push. Pretty powerful. Our Q is a small silence in front of us. Are we just 4v4ing this thing? Ooh, I was stuck. I was rooted. That was a nasty combo. Our poor Murky is soloing this Gazlo, and I feel really bad for him. We're going to be heading mid to deal with this immortal fight going on. The enemy team is a level above us, but not a talent tier above us yet. It's not too bad. I'm going to go ahead and start DPSing their immortal. Ooh, I just sat in that. We are going to lose our Butcher, which is too bad because Butcher does real good damage to single targets. Tychus, pretty powerful as well for single target damage, but we are getting out damaged by them real fast. We're going to go ahead and move out of that. Let's go ahead and throw the silence out. There, we got a kill on the... Ooh, that was a bad one. That was a bad one. There's the Alarak. I mean, if you want to 1v1 me, you can, but I don't think you can win this, buddy. We're going to be picking up the extended range on our E ability. Ugh. Unfortunately, we did lose our Butcher there. Let me just get some heals off on this, guys. Looks like we are, again, getting outpaced here. Probably this Gazlo, actually. We got extremely outpaced there, which means we should not be going in against these guys. There we got our kill on Gazlo. Looks like we're going to get the Alarak just fine as well. We need to be pushing against this thing top. So I'm going to head up there to fight off this Immortal. I don't know why everyone's going bottom and just letting this thing push in. Terrible idea. They're getting a free wall. And potentially more off of this. If no one comes in here to help me. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the cup since it's going away in a second anyways. Jeez, they're getting so much use out of this, and we got absolutely nothing in the bottom lane. That was really, really bad. And we lost our butcher. I don't understand what is going on in this bottom lane. We should have been up top. We should have defended this before it even got to our tier 1 fort. We're going to be picking up the Endless Energy. It decreases the cooldown. It's a quest talent though, so we have to be getting hits on enemy heroes in the middle of our E ability instead of at the end of it. We lost the Murky Egg. Let's go ahead and keep clearing. We should be outpacing them in terms of mana. I'll let Tychus push in here. I'm going to head down bottom. I may be able to poke these guys enough to push them out. We lost our butcher again. So there I got some stacks on the quest. Let's get out of the stun. Come on, throw. Come on, throw. There you go. There's a quest stack. That's all I'm trying to get out of this now. Yeah, I'll take this out. They're probably all heading up to get Thrall. Because we don't have vision on anyone. They may also be getting their camp in the middle area. Their Thrall escaped and it looked like they were going up to get him. We only need to defend if Gazlo's going to be there. I just wanted to get that one stack, and I got rooted. We can go ahead and kite him a little bit. And I'm going to head up here and check. No one's attacking this right now. So I'm actually going to head up here and try to get some damage off. I don't know, Alarak. There's the silence. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to take him down. Take down this Gazlo turret, though. Let me make sure I don't sit in that. And just poke at them. It's keeping myself up. Again, just continuing to poke while the friendly team continues to... Ooh, I'm gonna die here now. Continues to try to take down the enemy Immortal. But that didn't go very well at all, now did it? Vala should not be going in too deep here. There are 2 people coming in behind her now. We're going to be picking up Counter-Strike, more survivability. We don't really need the strong engage quite yet. The Butcher actually has a really strong engage, but he's been dying every time he's used it. Thrall down in the bottom lane, trying to push. I don't think he really needed to defend there. I wasn't paying attention though. We do have Murky doing the Octograb without anyone to back up his damage. Unfortunately, that was kind of wasted. Let's get out of that. Ooh, that was close. Let's go ahead and activate, just so we can soak a bunch of their damage. Throw out the silence, kill someone, maybe, hopefully. God, I did so much damage there too. And we're gonna lose 3 members of the enemy team, while our friendly team, while the enemy team is totally fine now. Our Vala was already down. The Butcher calling GG. Really quick, let's take a snapshot of the damage. So we have 18,000 damage, hero damage on our team. And the enemy team, their Alarak is doing the top damage with 20. So we are behind the Alarak, but we also have not been in the game as much because we've been dying more frequently, which the whole goal of this build was to not die as much. Goes to show that it's not really working. There, we killed the Alarak. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and go back then. I was gonna stay in lane if I could get my E off on someone, but I couldn't do that. Looks like the friendly team now deciding to defend against this Immortal, which is good. As opposed to the first time when that did not happen. I'm moving up here now to defend against it as well, with the Gazlo moving in. With the Medivh, I'll be able to poke him and the Falstad, but the Falstad does have self-sustain, making my pokes kind of less useful. There's a silence on the Medivh, but we're not going to be able to do anything to him. We can't follow through with that. That was a bad time to stop the Alarak. We can potentially kill this Thrall right there. Unfortunately, we're going to fall. I was hoping to pull the Alarak into the range of the drill. The Butcher's saying there's nothing he can do. Yeah. I mean... Yeah, the Medivh counters Butcher, so just wait for us to kill him and then go in. And maybe I should articulate that. Wait for us to kill Medivh, then go in. We're going to pick up Pure Malice, level 13. That'll just give us more damage, and especially with this game being such a throw pit, we should be at 140% sadism pretty much all the time. Killed... I don't even know where the egg was, but they killed it. Looks like we're being attacked. Oh, that didn't go well at all. Yeah, well, I was polymorphed and then Tygus ran into it, unfortunately, and we're not going to get a kill on the enemy Alarak either. Damage is keeping up with the enemy Alarak, even though I've died quite a few more times at this point, unfortunately. It is really weird that they... Well, I guess Medivh doesn't count as a support. He's a specialist, but it's a little frustrating that they limit it to categories like that and they don't actually have a better way of telling you. Yeah, see, this is what happens if you go in against the Medivh. He did use his shield, but we were still actually able to take him down. This Wombo combo is going to get everyone on the friendly team because they didn't walk out of it. But actually they didn't have to follow up damage for it, surprisingly. The slow on Earthquake was a good pick. I'm silenced, but I should be... Yeah, he also did the same thing right after I did, which was activate his ultimate. Butcher should be able to do quite a bit of damage here, hopefully. Alarak coming in to clean up. If the Butcher just stays in that stun, he's going to take a lot of damage. Hopefully he gets out of that. Yep, he got out of that stun. They're trying to chase down the Gazlo. Picked up that kill, so let's go back to this. Medivh back up. Everyone on the enemy team back up. Looks like we're not going to win this race. Falstad faking him back. We're going to lose our Tychus. And we're going to lose this race, with the Butcher being the only one that is on the enemy's Immortal. It's going to be pushing top, but we need to clear this siege wave bottom first. So we're going to do that. Let's actually push in one more wave. Oh, I wasn't seeing to go in there. of here. We got some stacks there, which is good. We're actually at 10 stacks now. We're going to pick up negatively charged. The midsection of our E ability now does an extra 100% damage. I'm going to move in and try to take down this guy before he gets our tier 2 forts. We're going to position so that we can target behind him to do more damage to him. And there we go. Bottom's being pushed in quite hard right now by the entirety of the enemy team. We haven't even taken on their tier 1 forts, unfortunately, but we are only one level behind. I'm at 132% sadism, which is quite powerful. Alarak looks to be slowed, but I don't want to push in too hard right now. We're going to get the kill on Alarak here. Right? Nope. No follow-up damage there. Butcher abandoning me. Maybe the better call. But they are all at low health. And then Butcher going in at the very end. Now he's going to be taken down. Don't know if that was a worthwhile trade. Our Murky's egg is near the top lane. But we do have the entirety of the friendly team down right now. They are 2 levels ahead of us. In terms of damage, still highest on our team, still second highest on the enemy team behind their Alarak. The build he's going for is the typical QW build. We are now up. The next immortal push might get them to the core. They're gonna maybe go for this camp actually because they want to be pushing in. Nope, they're not going for it. We could actually go for it then. But we really need to... Yeah, we really need to be defensive here. We need to go in as a team. The Butcher, I don't know why he just walked in to face check that. Our Murky... I can just poke at this. Any damage I do right now isn't wasted at all. Alright, so we've started the fight up here. Let's go ahead and continue to do poke damage. Boy. Looks like everyone is extremely low on health. I'm going to try to get back up to health just through pokes. I'm going to fall there, though. We're not going to be able to out-DPS them. Especially with Fala defending, although that does need to be done. It's a 3v4 right now, and the Butcher is standing in the stun. The polymorph. Okay, it didn't spread, which is good. Tygaze looking like he's going to get away just fine. Now they're looking at a 4v5. If Murky has the combo right here, that doesn't look like it. We lost our Murky, but that's okay. His egg is close by. We have the enemy Alarak pushing in. Where am I? There I am. The silence very strong if he can continue to get that off on the enemy Alarak. Let's go ahead and push in here. So we did win that immortal spawn, which is very strong. Should clear. Looks like it's actually going bottom, but we really need to clear this. Murky is not defending bottom. So whoever said I can defend, but you're not defending. Let's see. We got a strong silence here. Got a kill on Thrall there. I'm gonna pick up Deadly Charge, though I don't have anything to charge to right now. The Earthquake Slow is really annoying. Here we go. Getting heals. Let's just continue to push in while we can. Doing a lot of extra damage there. Positioning very aggressively. We should be picking up the enemy Alarak there. Destroying their sippy cup. Now, actually, we should just push in the core, to be perfectly honest. Yeah. Whoever's not attacking right now is making a big mistake. This is our only chance to do this. I was trying to use my R there, but it doesn't matter because we did get the core in the end. Wow, that turned around real fast. So there was a lot of assault thrown around in that match. Butcher kind of giving up at some points. Murky kind of getting pretty grumpy. But in the end, we were able to turn it around, and I think a lot of that was due to the Butcher not diving in as hard anymore. Me playing a little more defensively against the enemy Alarak because he did have the increased range on his, Q and W abilities. He was able to outmaneuver me a little bit. But I had better sustain than him, so I think I was in the match more than he was. So let's take a look at my Alarak build now. From that match, you can actually do a comparison because he picked the build that is the mainstream build, the normal build, the not as fun build. So level 1, I picked up Power Conduit. It decreases the mana cost by 10. Level of the E ability. Level 4, I picked up Increased Range with Extended Lightning. Oh, let's just read this. So let's go over the talents really quick for this build that I was playing with. If you want to try it out, Power Conduit at level 1 decreases the mana cost by 10 of the E ability. Level 4, Extended Lightning increases the range of the E ability by 20%. Level 7, Endless Energy is a quest talent that decreases the cooldown of your E by 2 seconds. Level 10, Counter Strike, gives you protected and unstoppable for 1 second and does a bunch of damage. It's pretty good for avoiding big bursts of damage, such as Gravel Bomb, such as Hinterland Blast, or even the enemy Alarak's Counter Strike. Pretty good for that. Pure Malice, we were dying a bunch, and Pure Malice is just generally the better talent. It gives us more damage on our E, which we're throwing out more frequently, which we have better range on, which we have reduced mana cost on. So all of this is just so that we can continue to hit with our E, do more damage. Let's poke. At level 16, we picked up Negatively Charged, so it increases the damage of enemies between you and the victim of Lightning Surge by 100%. It doesn't generate any extra healing, but we weren't doing it for the healing, we were doing it for the damage, which I think turned out pretty useful. And level 20, we picked up the other ultimate, which is Deadly Charge. That lets us charge in, use our Counter-Strike or else our Q ability and silence. And yeah, I don't think we actually use it too much, but it's a strong chase ability. It does a bunch of damage if you dive through target. Pretty good. I'm still stunned that we won this match. As you can see, my siege damage isn't too low. Usually it's actually quite a bit higher, but it's still significantly higher than the enemy Alarak's because I do have better wave clear potential, especially after I pick up this Negatively Charged talent because I do an extra 100% damage to targets between myself and the victim of my E. So yeah, that's the build. It's quite a bit of fun. I just randomly tried it out one day and decided I liked it, and I've been going with it since then. I also changed my skin. This is my new favorite Alarak skin. It's pretty fun. Hope you guys like that build. If you want to see more interesting builds, I'll try to do more videos like that. Just ones where I come up with like not the mainstream, not necessarily the best build, but a fun build. I had a fun one for Rhaegar too, but they changed his talents around so much that I don't know how to play him anymore. But yeah, Alarak, still a lot of fun. Hope you guys liked it. Leave a thumbs up if you did. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more like this. And I'll see you guys in the next video.